Hello, and welcome to another RANGROO cast, me, RANGROO, and today we are doing a 1v1 on a day after a one night stand, a day after boozing, or a day after tomorrow. We'll never know. But what we do know are the two players in this match. So in the bottom right hand side, in the blue, playing as Chimera, we got Basha. And in top left, in the red, playing as the United States of America, we got ourselves Insane Onyx. So well, let's speed this up. Salary. I want to talk a little bit about this map. First off, so you got, bank on either side to capture, and then you got banks in the corners. And, blue will have this bank over here, as, they're easier to get bank, and red to have this bank easier over here. And in the middle of the map, we got this big, giant, pretty much hole. Yeah, giant hole with two banks inside as well, with a few buildings and a lot of rare earth this time. And also the corners of the map are very highly dense, with a lot of resources. So having control of these corners are very important. Now Onyx is going to be going for an oil refinery, 2 oil refineries, 1 aluminum, while Inshuba going for 2 oil. And he's just going to be sticking with run barracks to capture that bank. And same with Onyx, going to be sticking with run barracks. It does seem like he's going to be moving on his second group of infantry to capture this run. We've got an aluminum being brought out from Inshuba. And there's a support light vehicle being brought out from Onyx, going straight for the Striker MGS as it seems. So we may see a Striker MGS rush. As you know, again, a Striker ICV off the bat. Probably try and transport the infantry to capture more banks. Onyx got the top priority bank, and anything else? Anything else of interest? Striker ICV will be moving off in just a jiffy. There we go. Now, which bank is he going to be going for? Is he going for the bottom left bank? So controlling both corners right off the start. Actually, no. Going even further. Is he going to go right for the enemy bank? That definitely could be a thing. Yeah, I don't think it's going to end too well. He is slightly outnumbered. Still moving his strikers around. Is he going to take position in a building? Yes, that's exactly what we're going to do. Try to get the javelins in, and he does blow up a Puma. And he's in a perfect range to start harassing these crushers. The felon's going to be moving out, trying to deal with the Marines. And that should be enough to deal with him. There we go, they're all dead. I really think Onyx will just cut his losses and capture his bank, get a bit of extra money early on. Yeah, he's getting himself a blazer. So that means he's already at DEFCON 2. Got that logistical bayout as well. Why did he get a blazer? Maybe to spot enemy ninjas out there fly over his base. That's what I'm thinking. But he doesn't have to worry about that right now, because Inshuba going for quite a heavy Puma play. He's going to be getting those Pumas out. And a Sentinel turret. Well, Onyx getting some Hercules and some Striker MGSs now. So we're going to be seeing some light vehicle play from both sides. Onyx trying to chase away this lone SAS guy. But the SAS guy being smart, not getting too close. While Onyx hiding behind the bank. And he's already starting to build some refineries in the top right hand. I know that striker's going to go down to the SAS. And oh, look here, Tsuba already started building some refineries over here, so it's going to be a little bit of close tension between both sides. These refineries are very close to one another. And I don't think Onyx has spotted this. No, he has not. He knows there's a Sentinel turret here, so he must realise something is up. And here comes the Pumas, and they're pretty much going to finish this off. Got another strike being brought out, but that ain't going to be enough. Onyx trying to get more and more strikers. And the Pumas are moving up. Well, no, neither side has even bothered trying to get in these banks yet. Just leaving them untouched for now. Now, do have strikers moving out. Do have the Hercules for support. So if they stay by the Hercules, they should be fine. But the Pumas do go down. Now Onyx is going to be doing a counter push on the top right. And this is going to prove for some very close range combat. Strikers getting right in, and early game Strikers versus early game Pumas without the AT missiles. Strikers do come out on top. That 105mm cannon being a very deadly piece of kit. They are going to be engaging a refinery. Try and knock out the crosses as they come to and from. And the Hercules keeping the Strikers alive. A very important unit for the United States ground force. And Super does have the bank under his control, and he does go around the back with some more Pumas. One striker does go down, and Onyx is trying to knock out this refinery before he gets killed. Focusing fire on the Pumas once again. Some very good micro from both sides. And Onyx now going around the very far right hand side. Seems like they're doing a bit of a flanking maneuver over here. Is he going to go straight for the enemy base? And doesn't Super see it? Oh, he does now. And now look, the Pumas do have the AT missile upgrade, making them a bit more of a deadly force. And because the Super does have his 2 spear vehicle bays, he's just able to pump out so many. And Pumas are relatively cheap at only 1200 oil. And for that you get an IFV of 12 HP and anti-tank missile capabilities when fully upgraded. Which is quite a bargain, I'd have to say. Well, Onyx is focusing on the Strikers. Here he's having trouble pumping him out. Does need that extra oil. Because all he has is this one oil field over here. And then Super's moving up with his Pumas. And the Strikers, if they want to beat these Pumas, they just have to get right in their face. They can't stay at range. He's going to have to hug them and give them some 105mm of love. And Strikers are getting in close, but the Pumas are doing the smart thing. It's sort of retreating. No, they're not. If he just fell back a little bit earlier, he wouldn't have lost away those Pumas. But here comes some more reinforcements. And Pumas are going to finish off that last striker, but he did take quite a lot of losses. Really, the Pumas have long range advantage, strikers have short range advantage in this sort of scenario. And Onyx is going to finally destroy that refinery. I mean, Inshuba is going to destroy Onyx's refinery. My bad. And Onyx, he really does need that oil. Does have an oil field over here. It does have another one. But he's still having oil troubles. And he's moving down to the bottom left-hand corner, try to take advantage of these refineries, as they are pretty much untouched. And Onyx moving his striker force to the bottom left-hand side of the map. And he has got himself a power plant and a phalanx turret. Let's take a look at Inshuba's base. Still just got those Pumas. He's just completely focused on getting out a supreme amount of Pumas. And a very barren base, I'd have to say. And he's moving up his Puma force along the left-hand side, trying to get control over this area. And what are the strikers going to be doing? They're going to engage, yeah, they're definitely going to engage, but Onyx is going to have the upper hand. He just outnumbers the Pumas. Or are they going to barely pass one another? Oh, they're barely going to pass one another, but he is going to get some shots off on these refineries. And here we go. Onyx having to do an immediate 180. They were so close to finding one another. And here comes the Puma reinforcements. This is not going to look good for Onyx. The refinery taking it. The strikers getting in close. But the strikers, there's just not enough of them. The Hercules, even though they are, yeah, doing a Herculean effort of keeping the strikers repaired, ain't going to be enough. And the strikers will go down. The Pumas coming out victorious. Now the Pumas, are they going to move up onto Onyx's base? Yeah, they're going to focus on knocking out oil. And that is also going to be equally as deadly, because Onyx, he really needs that oil. He needs all that oil that he can get. And then Super just denying him resources. And Super does have the refineries over here under his control, so he's gaining a nice amount of money. And Onyx quickly gathering up a second force. He does have strikers. They do have the Tusk Run upgrade. That is going to make a world of difference. Having double the HP and a faster fire rate. But I don't think that will be enough to deal with his Puma force. Oh, will it be? Oh. Yes, it will be. Yes, it will be. The strikers coming out on top. And that Tusk Run upgrade makes the world of difference. He's going to need even more strikers fast. And he already got himself a second force ready to roar out with Tusk Run upgrades once again. He is starting to be able to pump out these guys. But his oil field has gone dry. He only has this oil field over here with only 2 deposits left. And the strikers coming in for the quick kill, just getting in close. And he is just going to eat them up. I wouldn't be surprised if Super already has another big Puma force. He only has these 3 Pumas over here. Is he having money problems? No, he's actually not even buying any Pumas. He's not. He has a big lineup at his HQ. Oh, he's full on aluminum, naturally.
Aluminum field depleted.
I think I saw something.
I mean, what was he spending his money on? Because it doesn't seem like he's buying anything. There we go, he's got some Pumas being brought out. Strikers moving up. Dealer with those felons. And then Suba forgot to recapture his bank. I just realised, just not getting any extra easy oil. And Onyx is moving right in. The Sentinel turret can do a bit of damage. And here comes the Pumas. Should be enough to finish this force off. And Suba's just sticking. Oh no, dude. Onyx is actually kind of came out on top. But here comes the Crushers. And I think it's just going to be a chain reaction explosion. Yes, that will be. And he's trying to focus fire on the spear vehicle bay. I don't think you'll have enough to kill it, yo. And Onyx already building up another striker force, and he does have an armory. And Onyx's real big advantage right now is he's actually upgrading his tech, getting his base more, better. Well, and Suba, he's just focusing on Pumas. He doesn't have anything else. I wouldn't be surprised if he's not even at shield protocol. No, his one tactic is just getting these Pumas out. And he does have the economy to do so, but if Onyx starts getting those more heavier vehicles out, I don't really think Suba would be able to counter that. And he is getting himself a support vehicle bay. Maybe to get some ninjas, maybe to get some namers. Heck, maybe to get some metal storms if we're lucky. There we go, more strikers being brought out. Onyx not opting for the Hercules anymore. Instead just hoping that the Tusk Run upgrade will keep his units alive. And Onyx now to run on the offensive. And he just outnumbers his Puma force. The Pumas, their best bet is the Kite, not to stand there. Yeah, he's falling back now. But the strikers are just right in their face. And even our small striker force didn't even take a single loss, it seems. They didn't take a single loss, and most of them are still on very good HP. And Suba does surrender in New Basha. I've been saying his name wrong the entire time. It's in New Basha. Huh, my bad. But anyway, Onyx coming out on the victory, and a very good game from both sides. New Basha, doing that early game Puma rush, but he never really diversified. He just stuck with those Pumas. He never really got anything else to try and upgrade his force to not be like a equal force to the strikers, but to completely overwhelm them. For example, he could have got sword vehicle bay, got a research lab, get those Terminators of AT missiles out and completely wipe the floor with those nasty Terminators. But Onyx, sticking in strong. He's doing very harshly economy rise because that whole top right hand economy grab didn't exactly go all that well, but he did manage to pull up the scraps, upgrade his base, upgrade his units, and through just, technological superiority, won the match. And a good game from both sides. And well, that's all I have time for. This has been another RANGROO cast. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as usual, please just take it easy.